All right, going forward, Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, that's going to happen now. And it is an international initiative that recognizes organizations, startups, and the institutions that have successfully applied Blue Ocean principles to create the new market and societal outcomes. So this session will be handled by Mr. Anish from MBOM. So can we give a big round of applause to Mr. Anish, please? Let's give a huge applause, come on. Everyone, join together. Thank you.
Many thanks for your kind introduction, ma'am. I'd firstly like to thank each and every one of you for being present here with us this evening for the 9th International and the 2nd Indian Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. It gives me great pleasure to be emceeing for you this evening at this very prestigious event conducted at which is UMAGINE 2026. Before I proceed, I'd like to first introduce myself. My name is Hanish. I am a representative of MBOM, which is an Indian partner to the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. In addition, we are also a sister concern of the 2024 Blue Ocean Strategy Awards Indian winner, Ahope Solutions. Without further ado, I'd like to get us started off this evening. We can first begin with an introductory video that will orient us to what we can expect this evening to better understand what Blue Ocean Strategy Awards is all about, which will give us some insight behind this initiative and the significance of its application in today's economic world. Over to the AV team. We can please proceed with the video.
Announcing the 9th edition of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. Awards to celebrate the companies and startups that have successfully implemented the Blue Ocean Strategy, creating new uncontested market spaces across the globe. For the second time in India, we are proud to host this global celebration of Blue Ocean innovation at the TN Global Summit in the esteemed presence of Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin. With over 4 million books sold, Blue Ocean Strategy leads the world.
I am Renee Maborn, the co-author of Blue Ocean Strategy, along with my colleague Chan Kim. I'd like to introduce you to and invite you to participate in the Blue Ocean Awards. The Blue Ocean Awards will recognize those Indian entrepreneurial companies that are striving to create blue oceans in their businesses. To all the Indian companies out there and all the Indian entrepreneurs, I wish you blue oceans ahead.
Bonjour. As Consul General of France, I am delighted for the launch of the 9th edition of the Blue Ocean Awards. We encourage your participation and wish the Blue Ocean Awards all success.
Over the years, winners of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards have attracted funding, multiplied their valuations, and transformed industries. Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, creating the future by value innovation beyond competition and beyond boundaries.
Before I invite the dignitaries on stage, it is worthy to mention and highlight that this edition of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards would not be possible without the proactive support of Startup TN under the tutelage of Mr. Shivraja, CEO of Tamil Nadu Startup Mission, and of course his team of Mr. Nikunj, Ms. Kadambari and Vinita, who have proactively supported us. In fact, the reason we have been able to finalize such robust finalists is because of a workshop and campaign that they ran that allowed us to tap into the robust startup economy of Tamil Nadu. So I believe it is completely necessary that before we invite the dignitaries on stage, we acknowledge the support that has been extended to us by Startup TN. Thank you so much. Before I invite Mr. Alban on stage, I would like to also invite all dignitaries on stage. So I'd like to begin with Mr. Shivraja, sir, the CEO of Startup TN. The Consulate General of France. Mr. Alban, the founder of Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. Professor George Epen, the International Director of Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, and of course, Dr. Dilip Kumar, a jury member who supported us in our deliberations today. Before we can interact with today's finalists and proceed with the felicitations, I would like to first hand over the podium to Mr. Alban to speak a few words.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Anish, for being the MC today. So I'm Alban Iral. I'm the founder of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. It was more than 10 years ago. I'm also here with my colleague, Professor at the INSEAD, George Epen. I will let him introduce himself as well. So just a few words about Blue Ocean Strategy. Maybe, George, you can join me? George, Professor, you can join me as well to introduce yourself. And we'll say a few words about what is Blue Ocean Strategy and who are these two professors, Chen Kim and René Mauban, who are the founders of this Blue Ocean Strategy in 1996. With these 3 books, maybe you already read, we will give these books to the jury, to the finalists and the winners.
My name is George Epen. My name is George Epen. I'm a graduate of INSEAD. I started working with Chan and Renee in '98. Started teaching value innovation, and when the book came out, Blue Ocean Strategy. Done workshops all over the world, but a few years ago I connected with Alban, and they went to South Africa. I went with him to Senegal. We came to India, and this is the second time in Chennai. So any questions, I'm always open, either on email or on LinkedIn.
Maybe you can say a few words about Blue Ocean Strategy origin.
Okay, so the origin was C.K. Prahlad had a workshop for Philips when they were about to die, and he took 3 of his PhD candidates, one of whom was Chan Kim. There was also Gary Hamel and Konstantin Makridakis, and all of them went on to create value. Chan Kim created value innovation, the tools. There was a group of consultants from Mac Consultancy that created the tools. And Blue Ocean is the only strategy approach that gives you very simple tools to create blue oceans. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. Alban's doing it for about 20 years too. We've never had a workshop that hasn't generated value.
So all the purpose is to create your own market ahead from the competition. It's most of the industries are red oceans made of very strong competitors doing exactly the same, copying themselves, and you need to go out of this competition, creating your own market space. It's called the Blue Ocean. It's all what you will see today as the winners, the laureates of this Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. We have Blue Ocean Strategy Awards now in the world. It was first in France, and then in South Africa, then in Senegal, India for the second time. Soon it will be in the Emirates, Korea, and the US. When you are a winner of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, you are 90% chance to be funded in the next 6 months. And also, your valuation will be, as an average, multiplied between 10 and 40 in 3 years. This is the figures we have. So you can see some famous examples of the growth they had in terms of value from the formal winners of the Blue Ocean Strategy Award since 2014. So we had a very strong journey, very good process. We started with more than 200 applications this year for this second Indian edition. We started with 200 applications. And from these 200, it was difficult to select the 7 finalists we had this morning in the jury. And we also appreciate and are very happy to work with Startup TN for 3 years now with the government of Tamil Nadu. And we really thank all the jury members. You were more than 40 online with the jury investors, with international investors, and also in the event today, physically in the event. So you were delivering very good questions, very challenging them. It was also very difficult for you to make a choice, to choose. So here are the 7 finalists: Cosmic Soul, Atophone, Inogel, Eleos Uniform Intelligence, Orbix, Printelect, and Scanext. And 3 of them will be rewarded today. And also, it's the Blue Ocean Strategy Award. It's funded on a very strong ecosystem built since 2014. And in this ecosystem, we have also Startup TN, which is very strong and made this Blue Ocean Award for the second time in India. They make it possible again. In the jury, we had this morning, we had very strong international investors, very famous in France and in Europe. We had also a representative of very important universities or incubators in India as well. And also want to thank the Consul General of France, because the consulate is supporting the award for 3 years now in India, and especially Mr. the Consul General Etienne Roland Pieg. So I will be very happy to have your introduction, Mr. the Consul General.
So, dear Alban, Georges, and the whole team who made this edition of Blue Ocean Strategy Awards possible, dear Mr. Sivaraja Ramanathan, CEO of Startup TN, dear finalists and innovators, everybody, vanakkam, good afternoon. As a Consul General and as a former PhD student at INSEAD, starting the new year with such a stimulating innovation challenge is a treat. The Blue Ocean Awards have gained global recognition since their inception 12 years ago, and now I fully understand why, after being part of the jury for this edition. It was an honor and a pleasure to join this adventure. My warm thanks to Alban for inviting me in the jury panel. After the success of the first Indian edition of the Blue Ocean Awards 3 years ago, supporting again this impactful competition was especially important for our consulate. The second edition takes place as we are just entering the Indian-French Year of Innovation, an initiative launched by Prime Minister Modi and President Macron to celebrate and further strengthen the connections between Indian and French innovators. The Blue Ocean Awards in India are a case in point of this potential for meaningful Indian-French collaboration, reflecting our shared values, encouraging bold ideas and impactful solutions tailored to concrete needs and free from ideological domination. I hope this second edition in India will be followed by a few others in the coming years. I am also delighted to see that once again, Tamil Nadu government is the preferred partner in India for the Blue Ocean Awards. Tamil Nadu is not only a powerhouse in India for the automotive and manufacturing sectors, but also a vibrant technology hub counting on a large pool of talents and companies. And not only in prestigious institutions from Chennai, such as the IIT Madras, but all across the state in so-called Tier 2 or Tier 3 cities like Coimbatore, Salem, or Madurai. With the IT department and Startup TN, Our consulate shares the objective of making sure that French partners and investors do not miss opportunities to connect with the most innovative startups from Tamil Nadu. The French delegation during the Tamil Nadu Global Startups Summit in Coimbatore and Tamil Nadu delegations in Paris for the Vivatech Summit in the last 2 years were promising first steps in these directions. There is more potential for connection and collaboration to explore, and I want to congratulate the Blue Ocean Awards, the Blue team, to contribute to that collective effort. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you for your very kind words, sir. Before I proceed with the next dignitary, I'd like to, it's very momentous to introduce him. It is the CEO of Startup TN who we'd like to hear from next. And it is quite important to again note that the launch of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards took place at the Global Startup Summit, an event helmed by Startup Mission of Tamil Nadu. And it gives me great pleasure to hand over the mic to Shivaraja sir to speak a few words.
So, good evening, respected dignitaries on the dais and participants and visitors of the dais. So, let me briefly take a few minutes to share some important and interesting facts. So, I came across this name or this term Blue Ocean a couple of years ago. At that point of time, I was thinking that it as some a management theory, a management model or something like that. Yes, of course, it's a management model. But when I came into the startup ecosystem a 2 decades ago, then, I read the book, maybe the Bible of Blue Ocean Strategy. And I found that it is a kind of a blueprint for people who are, there are many frameworks, many principles around, how to think different or how to think innovative. Because when in the startup world, we are talking about scalability and solving problems. So how to solve a problem, it has to undergo a process of innovation, meaning something different, something, stand alone from the other thing. We usually, in this framework or principle, they call it as red ocean. So you have to be different. So in that context, it is about, kind of a different way of expressing or understanding the design thinking principles also. So how you could devise a strategy for your business, your product or your service or whatever the activity that you are doing, how you can be different and you can be cut above the rest of the world or the ordinary, above the ordinary. So that now building a business has become a scientific process where we need deep intellectual thinking. And this intellectual thinking is about, thinking in an organizing way, devising strategies in an organizing way. And not only, putting that thoughts in paper or, writing that as a strategy, but also implementing that. During the implementation process, there may be different pivotals, different problems, different roadblocks. So how you will come across and how you will apply these principles whenever you come across an unexpected problem. So everything you need to understand the nuances of the framework. When you understand the nuances of this kind of framework, the rate of the success for a startup is very, very high. Because startups are not templatized business. Templatized businesses are the conventional MSME kind of thing, where there is a format of doing something, maybe a biryani restaurant or a vegetarian restaurant or a engineering lathe work or some kind of a textile mill or something like that, where there are hundreds of similar businesses are existing and you are doing in some other new place. You have a template and you do some minimum changes, maybe reduce the price or maybe, spend more in sales or, branding. But that's an incremental innovation. But how you can stand, away from this entire crowd and noise. So that requires great amount of thought process. So in that context, I felt even before, I come into this government and all, I felt, this kind of a strategic thinking has to be, taken to the masses. So when my good friend Ajit from Mumbai approached me to think of this, I immediately, it struck that this is a good, association to have. But very unfortunately, we thought of doing the entire exercise during our super mega event happened in the month of October 8th and 9th and 10th in Coimbatore. It's called Global Startup Summit, which was a grand success with 72,000 plus participants with 1,012 stalls and 600 plus speakers and visitors from 47 countries. So such mega scale. So we wanted to run the entire exercise before that event and do the closing ceremony during that event. But unfortunately, we started little late. So we couldn't complete the process or we couldn't give time to the boss team to complete the process. And coincidentally, this UMAGINE team, which is organized by our sister department, the IT department, then we thought of, before the code of conduct happens, we will finish it, finish in style and though it may not be so grand of the TNGSS, but still we will complete this process. So that's how we stand here. And at this moment, I thank the entire team for putting all the efforts. And and I heard that the applications are really good and who understands the concept of thinking different. That's a simple term for all these terminologies and standing out as a company, as a business model, as a product. And this is a process to identify few companies and not only identify few companies and awarding them with some certificates and also through a VVIP, but it is to spread the information that only when you undergo this kind of an intellectual process of this kind of a blue ocean strategy, then only you can survive in the new emerging world of business. So that is the message that we wanted to take it to the 13,000 plus startups registered in Tamil Nadu. So maybe this closing event may be a very small gathering, but through our communication modes, we wanted to take this information, and we also wanted to have a long-term association with the French organization. I also wanted to thank the French embassy and the honorable ambassador and his second officer sitting here in Chennai office of the French embassy. So they were really the catalysts, and more than the Blue Ocean team, they were coordinating with us in bringing the pieces together. And my sincere thanks for them, the French embassy as well as the BOSA team for helping us. Though we are sponsoring this entire exercise, I feel that this will add a lot of value to our startups, but we don't want to end with this particular exercise of inviting applications and shortlisting and awarding, but we wanted to take this thought process, this learning process continuously and reach out to maximum number of startups. Maybe not necessarily through awards process, but some other kind of programs. I think I wanted to discuss with the team and wanted to implement in the days to come. So with this, like once again, I thank all the organizers, including our startup TN team, for bringing out this wonderful exercise, and also my appreciations and congratulations for people who have participated. I think through the evaluators or the jury members, I understood that most of the teams are really good, but for the sake of selection, they have identified a couple of very good applicants. I also congratulate them, and we hope that this association and this exercise and beyond this exercise also, we are interested to continue and impact more startups in the Tamil Nadu region. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And we do hope that this award ushers in a new era of blue ocean strategy-based companies in India and beyond. Finally, to speak on the dignitary dais is Mr. Dileepan Kumar, who is from today's jury, who gave us his time, effort, and presence along with other jury members to select our finalists and awardees. Over to you, sir, for a few words.
So thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. I, on being representing both the jury members who have joined online and offline this morning for evaluating this Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. It is indeed a great privilege for every one of us to know how the practices of Blue Ocean strategies, that too in the startups. When we're talking about Blue Ocean strategy, as our C1 Mission Director of Startup TN has rightly pointed out, it is not within the crowded market. They redefined the market actually. And another point is, they are not fighting within the demand, but they started creating demand for their own product. And at the same time, when you're talking about technology, all the 7 finalists who are presented today, the technology inclusion was highly noted over there while they were presenting. And one good thing, our C1 Startup TN, CEO of Startup TN, whenever he addressed the Tier 2 and Tier 3 ecosystem, he used to say one particular word, category leader. So instead of flooding in the market, if you are being the one in that particular category, you be the leader of that category and go and create your own market in that particular industry. So that is what Blue Ocean strategy, one way or another way, that was done today. And almost all 7 finalists have done their presentation very wonderful, and it was appreciable again. And coming to all those 7, we think 3 have been selected for the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. And all the 3 know, both online and offline jury members, when we evaluating, more or less, we we have opined the same for all the 3 startups. So we don't have any difference of opinion when we are selecting. When we started discussing, deliberating on the selection part, even the members also joined in the online now, they are putting the same in the chat box also. So that is how the synchronization between the jury members also, again, highly an appreciable one. So I think one is Scannest and other is, okay. So no, for an example, I'm saying Scannest, Orbix, Cosmic, and all those people know their ideas were something, it was different. That's what I told you very earlier, that it is not within the market. They redefined the market again. So all their ideas was again redefined the market. They explored something very new in terms of their innovation component. So it is highly appreciable, and thank you Blue Ocean Awards team, as well as the startup team and the implementation partner in India and Tamil Nadu for this wonderful opportunity and for uplifting our startups to the next level of growth again. So thank you all, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dileepan, and thank you for presenting your stance and experience from the perspective of the jury, both offline and online. Finally, we can proceed with the reveal of the 3 categories of this year's awards, and of course, also hand over and felicitate the winner. Starting off with the first category is Societal. This category of companies has been created so that we can honor, appreciate, and recognize companies that have just emerged into the field and are companies that are fundamentally dedicated in ushering in positive societal change. I request for the envelope containing the details of the winner to be brought on stage and be handed over to the CEO and CG. And I request the dignitaries to announce this year's winner for the societal category.
So the winner of this year's societal award is Scanext. Scanext?
Yes. Yes. The winner from the representative of the company Scanext would be Mr. Rajat Vardhan, and I request a representative from the company to come collect the award. I request the CG to hand over the signed copies of the books.
At Scanex Scientific Technologies Private Limited, our vision is to transform agricultural landscape and build an ecosystem where smallholder farmers prosper through data and dignity. Farming becomes profitable and resilient, and rural youth embrace it with pride as a future of purpose, not fallback.
Thank you, ma'am. Once we have a short video from the winning company, post which we'll move to the next category.
IIT Kanpur that gives instant and accurate soil health insights within a few minutes.
Detection system. It's your smart partner to detect the pest from the crop field. It is the IoT-based hardware use UV light and pheromone trap, yellow sticky and blue sticky traps, and take images in the regular interval.
We can now proceed to the second category of the awardees. And, okay, fine. Shall I call her on stage, please? I request the representative Scanext to come on stage so that they can speak a few words on the company. Yes.
Good evening, everyone, and this is Rekha here. I take care of the Chennai division. So I thank you so much for all the delegates who are sitting here and all the beautiful people over there. So thank you so much for the award, and I thank you for the jury for selecting us. And this is our innovation, and I sincerely thank Raj Vardhan, the founder and CEO of it, and he's from IIT Kanpur, and the work he has done and the team effort. So we have come so far, it's all because of the team effort. And major of the people are from IITs, and I'm from IIT Madras. So everybody together, we worked for this. And so it's a long journey to go, and I need all your support. So thank you, thank you. And you can log into our website for more details and all the innovations which we have done. It's a long journey, we have just traveled far. And please log into it. And any further suggestions, you can just always mail to us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to request one of the jury members, be it Mr. George, the CG, or Dr. Dileepan, to say a few words on what made Scanex stand out as a winner, leading it to be a winner for this year's Blue Ocean Strategy Awards.
Hello. Yes, it was very clear that it was the impact possible, and it's going to be global. It's not just Indian. It's taking technology to the farmers at a very low cost. And you probably see it on the website. They actually have a device that you can either lease or buy that brings the cost of tests to some ridiculous number of rupees. I mean, low compared to testing. And it impacts livelihoods, it impacts people, but it also impacts the larger environment, because soil testing is an important part of the process. In fact, with Alban, they had some projects in South Africa, and this is one of the challenges. How do you identify what inputs, when, and how? And that makes a real difference to the outputs and the outcomes. Voila.
Well, agriculture is the first activity in India. It is in India that the Green Revolution started. Now in the 21st century, we're on the cusp of a new green revolution, an evergreen revolution, and companies like Scanext stand at the vanguard of bringing the strength of new technologies to the agriculture sector. So it really deserves this award for its societal impact and economic importance, especially for India.
Thank you, sir.
So when you're talking about soil testing, normally the farmers used to go to the nearby agri department units. So they'll do their soil testing and then they'll go with another process. But here it is something from a lab-centric to a village-centric. That was Scanext have done. And it is not about digitizing the agriculture. It is about democratizing agricultural intelligence. That's what Scanext have done. So that was a wonderful idea and a great appreciation on behalf of the jury members. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, jury. And many congratulations to the winner of the Societal category. We can now proceed with the second category. The category is titled Baby. And as in the spirit of a baby, it honors companies that are young and are just entering the scene and are creating a blue ocean for themselves, but also show great promise on owning and championing such a category for themselves, a space for themselves. And I request the envelope containing the details of the winner to be handed over to the CEO and the CG so that they can announce the winner for the category of Baby.
For this category, the winner is
Orbix.
Congratulations to the winner. Before the video can be played, I would first request the representative of Orbix, Mr. Madan Kumar, to be present on stage. And I request the patent to be handed over to the CEO and the signed copies of the books to be handed over to CG to be awarded and felicitated to Mr. Madan Kumar. Congratulations, sir. We can now proceed with a formal video introducing the winner, post which we can hand over the dais to Mr. Madan Kumar.
Over 10,000 satellites now circle Earth, with hundreds launching yearly. Space insurers, investors, regulators face unprecedented exposure and risk. The key question is, how financially ready is each satellite? Introducing the Risk 42 framework, a score from 0 to 10 developed by Orbix Global. It quantifies satellite risk before and after launch and gives underwriters, investors, regulators a clear, numeric snapshot risk. The Orbix evaluates multiple factors: technical maturity, launch vehicle pedigree, operator experience, subsystem reliability, design level risk, sustainability, debris mitigation planning, end-of-life strategy, TLE and past claim history. Each factor is graded to produce the overall risk score. Scores range from 0 to 4, high risk, 5 to 7, medium risk, to 8 to 10, low risk. It brings faster, more transparent risk assessment, investment decision and premium pricing. It's a trust layer between insurers, investors, and space operators. Orbix Global is working with underwriters, investors and satellite operators to make the Risk 42 a global standard for space risk. To learn how your organization can pilot the Risk 42 framework, visit orbixglobal.com.
Thank you for that video. I now request Mr. Madan Kumar to come on stage to speak a few words about his organization.
First of all, I would like to thank Startup TN and Blue Ocean Award team and the French brand ambassador to honor me for this the wonderful opportunity. And so your appreciation really, really encourages to how we are creating the Blue Ocean, the strategy, and in the how we are creating the market. So we Orbix as the global world first orbital ESG, environmental and social governance, and a risk intelligent platform that provides risk intelligent decision support system support to investors, insurance companies, and the operators and regulators. So we just started with the idea a year and off back, and we started with engaging various the stakeholders and what is the pain points, and we arrived at there is a potential opportunity, that there is no such market. Then we started developing our the proof of concept. Then we moved into MVP stage. Now we are in the pilot with various stakeholders, regulators and insurance company and the investment companies. And so we see a lot of the changes and the interest from the various the entities. And also our Orbix Global has been shortlisted as one of the finalists in the Dubai Air Show, one of the Asia's largest air show in the Space Pavilion. And so that's our milestone, and we are looking towards creating more business and creating a value to our nations and in the space industry, especially because it is all we are all talking about the rocket science, and we want to break that rocket science into the understand to the common investors and the insurance company and normal person. That's the whole idea about that. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you so much for my team, and thank you so much for Nikunj for the wonderful support. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
I now request the jury members, starting with the CG, to say a few words on the winning company of this category.
Well, space is the new frontier, and yet it is already crowded. So crowded with satellites, with debris, and this creates a risk for industrialists, for the space industry, and for the insurers. So here, Orbix points at a problem and creates a market. This is very much in line with the spirit of Blue Ocean, and the award is very well deserved.
Yes, I think in one of our earlier events, we had a company looking at space. It was called Unseen. A winner from one of the previous events was Unseen, right? And they were looking at issues, but Orbix is a very clear case of risk that cannot be evaluated because there's no data. And what Orbix does is creates data so people can take decisions. And also in the spirit of Blue Ocean, it allows smaller reinsurers to focus on just that problem rather than being part of Lloyd's or AXA or one of the major players. So this actually opens a blue ocean for reinsurers that might focus just on space issues. And I think that's why. And also I'm impressed by the quality of all the presentations. We've been able to enable technology in IA in everything from space to underwater. Thank you.
So when you're talking about Orbix, normally when we talk on orbits, we usually come up with many technical jargons actually. But this man, Mr. Madan, who made all those technical jargons into an economical language. So he made Orbix as an investable, insurable, as well as at the same time a governable platform for the entire community again. So thank you.
Once more, I extend my hearty congratulations to Mr. Madan Kumar and his organization. Finally, we can introduce the final category of this year's awards. The final category is called Mentor, and unlike but similar to the category of Baby, these honor and recognize companies that are older than 2 years and have already created a blue market for themselves and are growing in stature and robustness in terms of how they occupy that space and inspire other companies to create blue markets. I now request the envelope containing the winner's details to be handed over to the CEO and the CG so the same can be announced.
Yes, sir. So the winner of this category is
Inaugural.
Congratulations.
Hearty congratulations to the winner. I request Ms. Shobana Yu to be present on stage to collect the baton from the CEO and the signed copies from the CG of France. Once again, congratulations, ma'am. Before handing over the stage to you, we'd like to preview a video that introduces your organization.
The inaugural innovation for bringing a new concept of helping the fishermen community in the country. This instrument is going to be a big help for the fishing community who are taking risk going to the sea and doing the venture.
I now hand over the stage to Ms. Shobana to speak a few words.
Firstly, I'm very much proud to be here and thank you for this wonderful opportunity as well as the award in the category of mentor. So basically, we are into an oceanography deep tech company providing solution to fishing industry, coast guards, and also for the ocean researchers. So our flagship product would be named called Cuddle Compass. So that is a kind of high-end technology that we use, like cutting-edge hydro technology, especially for underwater intelligence. Along with, we used a kind of NTN for SAT communication and all. So our motto is to have a kind of reading the voice of water and also providing a communication even in deep sea along with a life safety solution. So we got this product into the market after the successful 6 years of research. So we did a lot of background works also to bring this product into the market because this is completely new into the market. So that's all about the inaugural. Thank you.
We can take for one last time, I would like to now call upon the jury, starting with the CG, to say a few words on the winning organization of this category.
Well, there are many things to say in favor of Inaugural, but one of the points I've noticed is that the company started from Pondicherry, and Consulate General of France is based in Pondicherry, so I hope to see you there very soon.
Yes, as all of you know, Pondicherry was a French territory, so there's a very strong Indo-French link here. And water is a challenge. We've been looking at this for a long time. There's pollution and there's livelihoods. Fishermen die, and this might prevent a few lives. And it also creates livelihoods for the fisherfolk. And aquaculture, which is a very big earner. And pollution in the water is a major problem for disease and contamination. So, very good. Thank you. It's impressive. But all the winners were actually very impressive. It's just luck of the draw, a little bit.
So, thank you, Ms. Shobana. Inaugural being as the voice of water, it is a platform which is safe and secure, safe in terms for the fishermen, for the endangered species, and to get to know about other species which is available in the aquatic system again. So yours is nothing but like it is not only on the digital intelligence that what you have created in the platform, but over a period, I think that I hope it will serve as a public good as a large. So thank you for this wonderful innovative idea. And again, as part of a jury member, we wish all the 7 finalists for being participating and come to the finalist level. That itself is a great victory. So thank you and great appreciation. Congratulations to all.
Once again, thank you to the jury for sharing their insight on their selection for today. And in the spirit of what Dr. Dileepan said, I think it is quite necessary for us to appreciate all 7 finalists, including the finalists who won today's award ceremony. Before we proceed with the closing of the ceremony and the vote of thanks, I would like to request Mr. Albon to felicitate the dignitaries on stage. I would like to first request him to hand over souvenirs to the CEO of Startup Mission. Yes, that. Next, I request Mr. Albon to felicitate the CG of France. I request Mr. Albon to felicitate Professor George from Blue Ocean Strategy as well. In honor of all jury members, I request Mr. Albon to felicitate Dr. Dileepan. Finally, in spirit of Indo-French partnership, because the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards is an outcome of Startup TN's ongoing support and the Blue Ocean Strategy, I request Mr. Nikunj to present a souvenir to Mr. Albon, the man of the hour. Thank you so much, sir. Finally, I hand over the podium to Mr. Albon to deliver the vote of thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anish. And so I really want to thank from my heart, from the deep from my heart, Mr. Ramanathan, to make possible all of that. So Blue Ocean Strategy Awards coming back in India. We started with more than 200 applications. We had a boot camp. Supported by Startup TN, with the finalists to prepare their pitch in front of the jury. It was more than 40 members in the jury, so it gave, with international members connected online, it gave a very high visibility to these startups. They have very big potential, and congratulations as well for this very strong ecosystem, startup and entrepreneurship ecosystem in India. It seems very impressive, so congratulations. And also I want to thank Mr. the Consul General of France, Etienne, for your support and for being in the jury as well, involved in the jury and supporting the questions to the participants to put them on the stage and being sure that the jury have all the information they need to take a decision. It was very difficult to take a decision from the jury. All the 7 finalists, they could have been winners, it's clear, laureate. But you have the top of the top of the top. You saw them. And now they will gain high visibility through the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards international ecosystem. They will be invited to France as well to join the ceremony we have for the NINS edition, because this edition in India, it's part of the NINS international edition where we have Senegal, South Africa, France. Soon it will be in the Emirates. Very soon in April it will be to take place in the Emirates. And they will scale up, as we say, scale up. They will be very fast, even bigger and going very fast. We will supporting them because they will join the INSEAD Blue Ocean Strategy alumni. They will be supported by us and the INSEAD and the Blue Ocean Award internationally. And then they will be, again, certainly winners. Will follow their development because they can be baby, but then they can be mentor, and then they can be legend. And soon we hope we will have this category in India because legend, they have to be first baby or mentor winners to become a legend. So legend, it's totally clear they became a very big success with after 5 years, certainly something like that. And I wanted to let you know about this certification. We are just launching in 2 months. It's international certification. We have prepared the finalists through this certification. It's a Blue Ocean Strategy certification for action. It's not only books, it's also a process, like Mr. Ramanathan said. It's also tools and AI tools we have developed. It's also coaches, a strong support to let them operationally deploy your Blue Ocean strategy and make it a strong success. So thanks to all the jury members as well. You were a lot. And I want to say a special thanks to Nikunj. Thanks Nikunj for also organizing all of that, making it possible. And we say the best. We wish the best for the 3 laureates and also to the finalists, because they have very strong potential as well. And we hope we'll see you very soon next time for the 10th edition of the Blue Ocean Strategy Award in India. Maybe at next UMAGINE, we'll see if you are still involved. We would be very happy to support you in that. So thanks again a lot, Startup TN and the government of Tamil Nadu.
Once again, I would like to thank the dignitaries and the finalists, and of course the audience members who've made this ceremony a fulfilling session. I request the jury members to join the dignitaries on stage and the finalists for one last group photo.
So all the finalists and jury members all are here? Okay.
Ocean Awards hosted by Startup TN. I would like to call upon Mr. Albin and Mr. George, international partners, founder of Blue Ocean Strategy from France. So first I would like to call upon founder Madan Kumar, Orbix Global and Category Baby. So the Orbix Global Startup won Blue Ocean Award in the category of Baby. The Blue Ocean Strategy Awards institute to recognize startups that create new market spaces through value innovation. Startup TN hosts the Blue Ocean Strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big applause. And next, I would like to call upon Ms. Shobana Udayakumar, founder, Inaugural, onto the stage to receive the Blue Ocean Awards in the Mentor category. We thank Mr. Albin and Mr. George for joining us. Thank you, sir. And next we are going for Startup Data Voucher Scheme. I would like to call upon Mr. Ganapati Shankar, Tensor Hub Technologies Private Limited onto the stage to